I will now request, on behalf of the Odisha Society of the Americas, our Deputy Consul General, Sir Madan to speak a few words for us.
Namaskar. Bhavani Bakshi, Vikipta Pandaji, Lalit Bari, and all the members of OSA Georgia. It is a big honor for me to participate in this event. I am looking after community affairs in Indian Consulate in Atlanta, and because of this job, I am in contact with all other Indian associations also, and I must say that Odisha Society of America, Georgia, under its leadership, is one of the most active societies, association, and they are doing human service to the community, to their state and to India. They have been organizing many events in the past years, and I am fortunate that I have been attending these events since 2021. And in 2022, our Minister, Mr. Muralidharan, also came to attend the Kumar festival here. So, in a way, what OSA Georgia is doing, they are helping us, helping India in reaching out to the Indian diaspora, in bringing Indian diaspora closer to their roots. This is especially true for the young kids, young generation, the older ones who have been born in India, who have grown up in India. They know the art and culture of India. But the younger people who are studying here, they on daily basis are facing very rapacious, very exploitative culture, foreign culture, and this type of functions are very useful for them to understand what their values are, what their culture is. So that is the reason that Utkala Dibasa is celebrated. It was in on April 1, 1936 that a new state was carved out, and as far as I remember, all the major intellectuals of Odisha at that time, they came together and pressed the government of that was the British government in that period, to make a separate state out of the backyard. So it was basically not for freedom of India, freedom from British rule or freedom from anything, but it was for preserving its own identity, own culture, and own history. That this state was created, and this day we are celebrating today. So if you see the history of India, a kingdom called Kalinga is as old as Indian history. We first find its mention in Buddhist scriptures of 5th, 6th century before Christ. Then we know there were war between Nandas and Kalinga, thereafter with Ashoka, that is known to each and everyone. And then Odisha continued to be a separate state, separate kingdom for a long time. And they were very powerful also, because they resisted even the Muslim invaders to a large extent. It's the reason that we have 3 big temples in Odisha still existing, which are continuing from the 11th century. The Lingaraj temple, the Sun temple, and the Jagannath temple. So when I mention these temples, please don't take them as a religious thing. They are also biggest specimen of our own art, culture, and architecture. So whenever young kids, you take your young kids to these temples, also tell them about what is all about the art and culture you can find on the walls and the pillars of the temple. So right now, in the modern times, right now, Odisha is progressing very well. India is also doing very well. And if the estimates of IMF and World Bank and Indian government goes right, so we will be the third biggest economy in just a few years to come. In another 10 years, and another 10 years we will be a 7 to 10 trillion economy. So even in 3.5 or 4 trillion economy, we have done very well by providing food to the poorer section of the people, by building a large network of highways, and by providing electricity to every place. Right now, government's program for providing water to all the rural areas is going on, and maybe by the end of 2024 that will also be finished. So basic necessities of people are being taken care of. As the economy moves ahead, we will focus on education, we will focus on medical sciences, providing medical facilities. So in next few years, you are going to see a lot of changes coming in India, and maybe today in America we are known by the hard work and success of you people. Maybe after 10 years, you are also recognized by the changed status of India. So I will not take much of your time. I am seeing a lot of young kids here who are dressed up in traditional dresses, and I wish Odisha Society of Georgia best of success in their future programs also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madan ji. Thank you. नमस्कार बंधुगण समस्त को आम उत्कल दिवस सेलिब्रेशन रो 4th एडिशन चतुर्थ संस्करण को स्वागत करुछि। आज गोटे बहुत भल दिन, आज पणा संक्रांति, आज आम उत्कलिया ओडिया मानकर नववर्ष। सो समस्त को नववर्षर शुभेच्छा, हैप्पी न्यू ईयर। Thank you Madan ji for being here speaking to us, and although our Consulate General Sir Mr. L. Ramesh Babu, he could not make it to this event. He had committed to come, but he had an urgent appointment come over in New York, so he's not in town. He had to leave yesterday to New York. So he was gracious enough, and Madan ji was gracious enough to change plans and be here on behalf of the consulate to celebrate Utkal Divas with us. Our Consulate General's office has been very supportive throughout our journey as we are growing as a chapter, as a Odia community here in Georgia. So we're very, very thankful from the bottom of our hearts on behalf of the entire community. I thank you, Madan ji, and the entire council. बंधुगण आज देखिकी खुशी लगुची कि आमर एठी 120 रु भी ऊर्ध्व फैमिलीज 120 plus families totaling up to 370 plus people, attendees, including participants, are with us to celebrate our Odisha Foundation Day, Utkala Dibasa. Bodhe around 1/3 माने 33% थिबे जो माने कि प्रथम कि द्वितीय थर आसी आम सहित गोटे बड़ ओडिया गैदरिंग रे सेलिब्रेट करछंती, पार्टिसिपेट करछंती। आमे जेमिति आम ओडिया भाव हिसाब रे, जेमिति आम कल्चर वैल्यू हिसाब रे, we owe it to ourselves कि आमे समस्त को with equal warmth and active participation समस्त को आपणे नबा, समस्त को निजर करी आम ओडिया कम्युनिटी को एठी इंक्लूसिव हिसाब रे पढाई चलबा। तो एथु गला बड़ को समस्त गोटे होमवर्क रहिला 5टी नुआ फैमिली मिनिमम सहित आमे कांटेक्ट करिया। आज आम समस्त मिलित उद्योग आम ओडिया कम्युनिटी आम OSA-GA चैप्टर को समस्ते जानी बी नेशनली OSA फैमिली रे बा इट लोकली आमर लोकल इंडियन डायस्पोरा लोकल इंडियन कम्युनिटी रे जेमिति मदन घड़ियाल साहब कहले we have been active, we have been positively involved, and we are showing our passion, energy as a Odia community to the local diaspora, including the Indian community as well as the local American community. एटी देखी खुशी लगुच या काले हम एमिनेंस बढ़ी we are known as a group, as a vibrant group. Even other communities that have function होची सेतबेले they think about us. I mean, ISCA, IFA, even in the Consul General's office when they celebrate Independence Day or Republic Day, we have been invited to perform and showcase our culture along with other communities there. And we'll keep on doing it. Next week, in fact, data performance hochi gote bagare tankar soito gotiye cultural program as well as our Vishnu Hindu Parishad of America VHPA tankar soito bi cultural program 20 tarikh dina amar few teams are participating there as OSA-GA. So extremely proud that for samastamko a collective effort to how we have established ourselves as a strong community. It is a cultural কথা বন্ধুগণ আমি cultural ছড়া भी we have been active in many other initiatives. Our community service Kalyan Jyoti जोटा कि जोटा Kalyan Jyoti sort of a mini brand is a bit we go and serve the local communities here in America. We have interaction with the local police department, and we do community service to help out faraway people who are in need, as in Books for Africa and so on. So बहुत जगह रे हमें एक community service करचे कल्याण जति through हमारा youth initiative सबले जति मदन जी कहले it's one more thing to celebrate ourselves as a cultural group, but how do we keep our youth engaged? Our youth initiative semane बहुत किछि करचंदी to keep the youth engaged. ओडिया शिक्षा स्मितानी तो लीडरशिप रे की ओडिया शिक्षा प्रोग्राम की स्टार्ट होईची ट्रेमेंडस सक्सेस बहुत पिला नॉट इवन जॉर्जिया रो बाहर भी आसिकरी जूम थ्रू रे ओडिया एवरी वीक दे लर्न ओडिया एंड हाउ टू राइट एंड रीड ओडिया एमिति बहुत किछि करछु to kind of make sure our next generation is also getting the same, in addition to the cultural side of things, the same value system that we have been brought up with. ये सब accomplishment बहुत किसी time तो sorry हम बहुत नहीं जीवी तो हमारे website पे create है जी ga.odisasociety.org से website पे जाई देखिबे हमार सबु प्रकार activity सबु प्रकार initiative हमार जो accomplishment success सबु थिरो information आपको सही मिल जिवो GAPA जी ओडिशा सोसाइटी से किसी पहुंचातो please make sure you point into the website. There's a lot of information. Let's make sure it's known widely. आजिर प्रोग्राम रे आपण माने देखिबे 133 जण यूनिक पार्टिसिपेंट सबले स्टैटिस्टिक्स देखि आसे 133 जण यूनिक पार्टिसिपेंट सेते 72 जण एडल्ट 61 जण छुआ सो मोर और लेस इक्वल इन्वॉल्वमेंट देखि भल लागो कि हम एडल्ट माने भी इक्वली पैशनेट हे कि प्रोग्राम रे जॉइन करछन देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ बिग प्रोडक्शंस यू विल सी टुडे सेमाने समस्त बहुत टाइम दे केटा प्रिपेयर करछथि खाली कल्चरल नो हम जो इवेंट लीडरशिप रे 45 जन लोग 45 people have been working day in day out to plan everything for us today तो सेत पे समस्त पेशेंस सहित ए प्रोग्राम को देखि पूरा सब एस्पेक्ट रो आनंद नेबे आ समस्त को एनकरेज करबे एटा हमरी प्रोग्राम बाय अस फॉर ऑफ अस बाय अस फॉर अस से सब हमरी तो एथरे कहार किछि सब जिन परफेक्ट न जाई पारे भूल चूक हे जाई पारे जदि किछि होतबो हमरी प्रोग्राम खातिर हमको क्षमा करे कारण फीडबैक देबे हम सब तो सिखिबा आगे जीवा किंतु I just request everybody's support in encouraging the entire leadership group and participant and our community in general. एती कही मु मो वक्तव्यटा रखुची एबे मु विक्षिप्त रण्डा देबी किछटा कहया पे
नमस्कार उत्कल दिवस 2024 बाय OSA-GA रे आपण समस्त को स्वागत जणाउछु भवानी भाई हमारा जे प्रेसिडेंट से तो सब कहि देले मु कोन कहिबी सो आई विल नॉट फर्दर टेक योर टाइम every year हमारा एटा जेंति से कहले एटा दिस इज आवर फोर्थ उत्कल दिवस every year हमें चेष्टा करू जेंति प्रोग्राम आवरी भी बेटर हबो देन द लास्ट टाइम एंड वी एनकरेज more and more participants to get together करके माने कल्चरल प्रोग्राम करिया को एंड सब वर्ष में चेष्टा करू जेंति आपण मान को गोटे भल कल्चरली एनरिच्ड इवनिंग हम आपण को दे पारिबो सो आशा करू छ आज रो इवनिंग भी आपण समस्त को भल लागिबो yes there are some quite big productions and there's been a lot of effort behind that and समस्त को रिक्वेस्ट करी please be in your seats and do give these participants the due, the due respect and please watch them nicely without any disturbance because that is all they strive for. सेटा ही ताका पाई पुरस्कार जे आपण माने ताको भलरे बसी कि देखिबे एवं ताका कला को एप्रिशिएट करिवे. So thank you so much.
Now I request Lalit Bhai, our treasurer, to say a few words.
जन्मदिन अनेक अनेक अभिनंदन टिके दुखित समस्त को देखा कले किए हेले बर्थडे विश कले आम ये बर्थडे सेलिब्रेशन करने को आसचे राइट कहार बर्थडे उत्कल जननी बर्थडे पूरी 88th बर्थडे राइट तो बिग सेलिब्रेशन हुआ कथा टिके किछि शोभनी लागोनी लाइक बाकी बर्थडे पार्टी गले जेमिति समस्त कोन बने कोन गोटे अछि अभी तो पार्टी शुरू होई है ब्ला 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 राइट टिके माहौलटा सेमिति दरकार बर्थडे सेलिब्रेशन माहौल ओके सो वंदे उत्कल जननी बंधुगण सो बर्थडे सेलिब्रेशन ता आगो को निश्चय नै जिबा. But before we proceed, a small thank you note to all our sponsors. Such kind of events cannot be possible without the help of all our generous sponsors. Some of you are definitely here. Some of us are taking care of the stalls and everything. So a big thanks to all our sponsors. And I believe little over 40 plus or 50 plus volunteers who have been spending more than 50 hours of effort in last 7 days or 7 to 50 days I would say. Okay. Thank you everyone. Chalantu birthday celebration ta tika ago ko badhaiba. Thank you once again.